Go. Hey guys, so I am here with Brittany again. This is going to be part 2 of our interview session. And today I'm going to ask her 3 questions. We're going to talk about why she decided to become a wellness advocate, what her professional goals are, and if she could only have 3 products, what would they be? Hey Brittany.
Hey.
You ready?
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me again.
Yeah, of course. Super fun.
Okay, good. All right. So number 1 question, why did you decide to be a wellness advocate with doTerra?
Okay. So originally when I first started using the products, I had no desire at all to do the business. I honestly didn't even know that that was how doTerra operated. I didn't realize that that's the business model that they chose to use at the time. But I guess it was because I'm not like a business minded person, or I wasn't at the time. And so I just saw these products and I was like, everybody needs to know about this. You know, everybody needs to experience what I've experienced with these. And I couldn't help but share if I saw someone coughing, or, you know, our kids had, I say our kids, I used to teach school. So not my biological kids, but my students, they went on a camping trip and they had a ton of bug bites all over them and they were all itching, and it was a half day. And I remember this was like one of the first times I ever used essential oils on anybody else besides me and my family. And because it was a half day, we were able to call their parents and ask permission to use lavender essential oil on the bug bites that they had. And I remember just seeing how amazing it was and how quick it was for those kids to have relief with the lavender essential oil on them. And I was just like, it was such an empowering feeling to be able to so quickly give someone relief with an issue, with a issue. So after that, I had a lot of people asking me, what are those things? How do I get them? And so I just said, well, you know, this is how I got them. I started out with a wholesale membership, a wholesale account. I got a kit. So, I mean, I could show you what I did. So I just started in helping people get their own memberships. And my friend Rochelle, who introduced me to doTerra and the business, she was like, do you know that you can do this as a business?
Wow.
And I said, no, I'm not a business person at all. I don't want to do this as a business. I'm just sharing. And she said, you know, you pretty much already are doing it. You just have to continue doing what you're doing. Just be a little more intentional about it. And when she said that to me, I thought about it and I said, you know what, I can do that. You know, I can just continue sharing and teaching people and showing them a better way of living. And I didn't feel good about it. Because when I was thinking about doing it as a business, like I have family members who have been in MLMs and network marketing, and it always kind of felt a little bit yucky to me because it was more about the business side and like getting people in and being like super competitive and trying to make sure that you got all your uncles and aunts in first before anybody else, you know? And so I didn't really like that. But once she said that to me, and once I really thought about it, I realized that this is something that I could get behind. And the reason why doTerra chose this business model was because they know how powerful their products are, and they don't want someone just taking it off of a shelf and not knowing what to do. They wanted each and every person that got started with doTerra products to have that one-on-one time with someone, to be able to reach out to someone and ask them their questions and kind of like hold their hand and help them get started on this journey to better health and wellness. So that is why I decided to go ahead and do that and become a wellness advocate and share this more intentionally with people around me. And I love it.
That's beautiful. It's so natural and makes sense. It's great. I have a few things that I wanted to say off of that really quick. One, I got stung by a bee at my desk in our house in Wahila. It like went in my pants leg and stung me. I put lavender, like it hurt so bad for a couple minutes, and once I put lavender on it, it went away. So I was thinking about that when you were talking, and And then after that, while we were traveling here, when we were moving, Andrew got stung by 3 wasps in
Oh
Arizona,
my.
and we put lavender
Wow.
on it and he was fine. And I think what you're talking about, like, I think what probably happened is that, you know, for example, like that day that you were with those kids, when they're hurting or they're dealing with some issue and you use the oils, and because of the quality and how effective they are, it works. I think that it's in those experiences and in those moments where you're just like, okay, there was a person who needed help and I helped them. And that was like one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. And being a health teacher, you know, like we're
Mhm.
basically just teachers. So
Right.
the network marketing part of it is, you know, it's like a mental thing that you have to kind of get over and then realize that, yes, it's network marketing, but ultimately our job is to teach, share, and give and help, you know, more than anything else.
Right.
So yeah,
I feel
awesome.
like I feel like the fact that I get to be paid for doing this is just an added bonus. Like I would be doing this anyway. I would
Yeah,
be sharing these anyway. You know, and we
yeah,
we all do it all the time. Like if we find like a brand of sparkling water that we like a lot, you know, we're
right,
sharing that with people, and we're not getting paid for that. We're not getting compensated. So,
right.
you know, it's a natural thing to share what you love, and you know, especially when it's changed your life in such a huge way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's just a natural process
Mhm.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay, so then what are your professional goals?
So currently, I am actually doing this business full time. So I don't teach PE anymore. I still go to the school once a week because they're my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I teach them gymnastics still. But I am focused on sharing DoTerra full time and making that my main source of income, which it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's become mine. But I also want to be able to um, just provide, I don't want to say a way out, but kind of like provide a way out for all my family and friends, you know, just to help them transition from out of doing something that they don't love and
Mm-hmm.
being able to pursue their passions full time. Like that
Mm-hmm.
is a huge goal for me. That is my like why for doing this business, and it always has been, is just to be able to get people out of the rat race, you know, just going to a 9 to 5 and doing something that they don't love and being stressed out. And, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because like everything, it's like a domino effect. Like you go to a job you don't like, so you're going to get stressed. And when you're stressed, your emotions are all over the place. You gain weight, you're unhealthy. You know, it's just, you have debt for different things. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
ah, I don't
Yeah,
want my friends to do that. I want them to be living their best lives. So that's what I'm doing. That's my main goal, is to be able to show people a better way of living. And if they don't want to do this, if they don't have that same passion to share doTERRA, then that's fine. I want you to be able to transition out of what you don't like doing in your 9 to 5 into your passion, what you're meant to do.
yeah.
uh, so that's my main thing that I want to do right now. And just, and also, you know, besides that, I really have a really strong desire to share doTERRA with as many people as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like just to show them. And it's not, again, like I said before, even if I didn't get paid, I would still be doing this. I want to be able to show people a better way. I don't want people to get stuck just taking a pill and using it as like a band-aid to cover up symptoms or to mask symptoms. I want them to experience true healing.
Yeah, I agree. And I think like when you're saying all that, I'm thinking so much about like the people that surround a person, you know, like community
Hmm.
and family, and marriage and family health is a really big priority for me. That's what I'm going to school for, like we talked about before. So like
Right.
I know that when one person finds a solution, like even if they just found lavender and they're like more
Yeah.
relaxed and not as stressed, like yeah, it's lavender. Yeah, their stress level reduced. But what happens when your stress level is reduced? What happens when you can sleep better? Oh, then you might start working out, and then you might start
Right.
having a better relationship with your wife, and then you might like drink less alcohol on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like everybody
Yeah.
has their thing, but
Hmm.
and then and then that would lead to like better productivity at work, or
Yep.
more confidence in connecting with a friend, or I don't know, there's like so many chain reactions that happen. So yes, that's beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how good their body is supposed to feel.
Yeah.
They don't, they just feel like, oh yeah, I'm healthy, this is good. And I thought that too. I was like, I'm healthy, I eat, a good well-balanced diet,
Mhm.
I exercise all the time, I drink water, like I'm good, I have
Mhm.
energy. But then, once you start really up leveling your health, you realize, wow, like I could feel this good. Like
Yeah.
you don't realize it until you go ahead and start taking those other action steps.
Yeah, I think every single drop matters, like every single drop of essential oil, I think it's supporting us more and more, and we're getting closer and closer to like where we should be in our health. And this might be like a little bit long, but I want to share this because it's something that I've learned over the last couple of years. That like, because in my schooling, I learned a lot about ecology and like industry and history and like all these different things. And, if you look at like where we were 100 years ago versus where we are now. So there's so much more chemicals in our food. There's more toxins in the air. We eat
Hmm.
natural food or raw food so much less than we would have 100 years ago. Like I think 100 years ago, there would have been, most people would have had their own farm. So like you would
Yeah.
be eating food from the ground, probably mostly vegetables, and then some occasionally like kill a pig or something and eat it, right? So I think that what's happened, I don't know if you've ever heard of this analogy, but it's like the frog in the frying pan. Like you can put a
Hmm.
frog in a frying pan and like slowly turn up the heat, and it eventually like wouldn't even know to get out because it's not feeling the change in temperature, and so it would eventually die. So I think it's like, in the last 100 years, like we've slowly gotten away from what true health is, and we're not in nature as much and all these things. And so I think that like what you said about people as a whole, like in general, we don't know what we're supposed to feel like. And it's because it's kind of been a progression, like a slow
Right.
progression over time. So when you add nature back in, like if I can benefit from the benefits of lavender that's all the way from Bulgaria and I didn't even have to go there, like
Right.
that's huge.
Yeah, it's such a big deal. It's such a big deal.
Yeah, we're like receiving therapeutic benefits from all over the world to our doorstep. Um, So we're experiencing so many more compounds, aromatic compounds from all over the world, which is why it's getting better and better. Our health is getting better and better. But anyways, okay.
Mhm.
All right, Brittany. So if you could only have 3 doTERRA products, which ones would they be?
Oh boy. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. And I'm going to say, I'm going to count the Lifelong Vitality Pack as one product,
Mhm. Okay.
um, because that is a life-changing supplement. It has everything you need for, just the foundation of getting your body on the right track and giving your body what it needs. It's such a high quality supplement pack. It's incredible. So I would definitely choose that. It also has essential oils infused into it. So I'm going to still be getting like 9 different essential oils. So
Hmm.
that's why I'm cheating a little bit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And then my second product I would choose, I think I would choose DDR Prime because that one also has multiple oils in it, including frankincense, which is a game changer essential
Yeah.
oil. So I would
Hmm.
definitely choose that. And that, because it gives you your cellular health. And that's so
Yeah.
important because you are your cells, you are what you eat. So good stuff in, you will become better. So Lifelong Vitality Pack, DDR Prime, and then my last one, oh man, there's so many good ones. I would say my last one is going to be Copaiba
Hmm.
because Copaiba really does affect so many different body systems
Yeah.
in a good way. It is so powerful. And that's another oil that I just recently started including in my essential oil regimen
Hmm.
um, regularly. I started using it regularly, and it has made a huge difference in my overall mood. And I feel more calm. in a lot of different situations, which is nice.
Mhm.
And it also, I can feel a difference when I take it versus when I don't take it. So I would choose those three products.
I got a question on Copaiba.
Yeah.
Let's see. It was I might have two. The first one is, okay, I know that Copaiba was created as a healthier substitute for CBD oil, right? Because
Mhm.
I remember at convention that they talked a lot about CBD oil and how
Right.
Copaiba is working on like the same parts of the body or like the transmitters, or I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I can't really say it. But
Right.
um, so if people are wanting CBD oil, but they say, no, I want to try Copaiba instead because it's better for me than CBD oil, what types of health concerns are the people having that are looking for CBD oil or that would use Copaiba? Is it like arthritis, fibromyalgia? Is that right? Or are there other?
I mean, I feel like because it affects so many different body systems positively, there are so many different types of people looking for that healing or that good feeling. So I know from personal experience, like in my family, my different family members and friends, I have an uncle that has Crohn's disease.
Mhm.
And so his stomach has been messed up for a long time. And
Okay.
he said he wasn't able to find relief with any types of medication, with anything. And so once he started taking CBD oil, it was the only thing that would give him relief.
Okay.
And it totally changed his life. Like his appearance, he looks so much more relaxed, and he doesn't look like he's in pain anymore. He doesn't look stressed. He just looks healthier. So I know he was searching for that, and now he's able to use peppermint essential oil, copaiba essential oil, digest zen, and all of those things are really helping him and supporting him. So
So
that's
he
one thing.
so he made the switch from CBD to Copaiba, or he's still using CBD?
He's I'm not sure if he's still using
Okay.
it or not, honestly, but
Mhm.
I know that he has told me that peppermint essential oil has helped a ton. And I told him about copaiba, and he was like, "Yes,"
Mhm.
because you know a lot. CBD isn't legal in all states, and it
Okay.
will show up. It can show up on talk screens for work,
Mhm.
and if it shows up even if you're not using it to get high, because it's not supposed to have any
Mhm.
THC in it, and
Right.
that makes you that's the psychoactive part of it. um, so even if you're not taking it for that and it's purely for health reasons, like they your job's not going to really care because they see it's coming up, it's a positive drug test, and you're going to have
Yeah.
to get out of there. um, so I think that's another reason why people are so drawn to Copaiba, because it's giving you all those same benefits, and it's never going to show up on a talk screen because it's not from hemp or marijuana. It's not from that. It's
Yeah.
from a Copaiba tree. It's not even related at all. It's
Right.
completely different. So I know that stomach issues is one thing, to answer your question. Anxiety and depression is another huge thing, neurological issues
Mhm. And
that you're
respiratory.
respiratory, yes,
Mhm.
digestive, respiratory, cellular. Like you were saying, for pain, that's another huge one. Um, all kinds of different things. My aunt, sorry, I know this is going kind of long, but one
That's
of
okay.
my aunts, she actually has cancer right now, and she's going through treatments, and one of her doctors asked her if she had heard of copaiba essential oil to use, and she was like, actually, yes, my niece was telling me that I should use it, and I was going to ask you about
Mhm.
all these different supplements and products that she's telling me to use. And
Yeah.
so when she told me that, I was like, oh, it's so awesome. So
Mhm.
when a doctor, like a medical doctor, is
Yeah.
recommending it, that just, I feel like, validates it even more, even though it doesn't need it. But I feel like we need to hear it from a medical doctor, for a lot of
Yeah.
people to hear
I
it
think
to.
yeah, that's expanding. There's more
Hmm.
and more doctors and dentists and chiropractors and massage therapists. Like more and more doctors are learning about doTERRA. So it's
Yeah.
exciting. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview.
Yeah, of course.
I know I
Any
have at least one more planned for us, so
Okay,
I
cool.
already have my questions ready. Yep. All right, well, have a good day and I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, thanks. Bye.